Welcome to another episode of StuTube. It is January the 9th, and guys, Bitcoin just continues exploding. Look at this. We're still just taking off here, so we're going to be diving into the price. I'm going to take a closer look at that. Going to look at a newer position that I'm in, which I had talked about on Twitter a little bit, and as well, I'm going to be taking a look at Link. For once, haven't done this very often, but going to take a look at an altcoin for you guys. So if that sounds good to you guys, hit that thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. With that, let's get it. Alright guys, as always, I'm going to start by looking at my weekly chart here, and guys, that purple resistance line that I mapped out, it really didn't hold very long, guys. We just absolutely kept exploding. And you know that in some previous videos, I think it was earlier last week even maybe, I mentioned that in these parabolas that the candles just get bigger and bigger, and look at this guys, these weekly candles are just massive. This one that we're in right now, I mean, it dropped real hard at the start of the week, guys. It was close to a 20% drop, I believe, but look at that. Ever since that, I mean, we went up another 50%. I mean, even right now, we're still at 47% from there. Absolutely insane, you guys. Of course, we can't get too sucked up into the euphoria here, guys, because of course, as always, there are many risks when we start going like this kind of irrational behavior here. It can't last forever, so you do have to be aware of these pullbacks, and honestly, that could have been one, but it just never did really turn into anything too big when looking at things here so far. So I don't know. I've also mentioned that there's a chance if we're doing anything like the market cycle in 2013, we actually, the way that market cycle took off from this kind of situation, it actually got, I think it was 13 green candles in a row on the weekly time frame, and our patterns are looking very similar. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look at my previous video. I don't want to go too much into that, guys, but just something to keep in mind that this might have quite a lot of time before actually getting a pullback, and that would just catch so many people off guard. And guys, I'm not saying that has to happen or that it's probable. We could absolutely get shut down any minute here. But I'm just telling you that while things are good, I mean, nothing bearish has formed in the charts yet. We're still just extremely bullish, and it's just getting insane. And just from reading my own emotions, you guys, I'm starting to feel a little euphoric, and I'm just kind of analyzing my own emotions. That kind of makes me a little bit alarmed that what if that means that this market cycle is almost over? But that being said, I think the reason I am so excited is because I understand these previous market cycles and how much more room there is to the upside. Even though this seems absolutely insane, I do still think that there is a lot of up upward price action coming up in the near future, but we're going to have to see how that plays out. And of course, guys, none of this is financial advice. Always do your own research and form your own opinions. I'm just showing you what I'm looking at in the technicals, what I'm getting out of it, how I'm playing the market, that sort of stuff, guys. So with that being said, let's hop over to my 15-minute chart just to really zoom into things here. Hopefully this isn't too messy for you guys, but basically here I have a couple of areas of interest. These green support boxes, which I had kind of played in the past. And yesterday, I think it was on Twitter, I actually mentioned that I was entering a trade, and I believe it was because there was some sort of a falling wedge here. It was something like that. And just basically called it out for you guys right as we were coming down to this, so it was absolutely a perfect entry. And since then I had added, so my average entry on my position right now, you guys, is around that 39,000, what was it, 39,470 or something like that, guys. If the trend happens to reverse from here, I'll be fine. I have locked in some profits up here. You can see I just kind of made a bit of a trend line here when it looked like we were breaking it and possibly forming a mini micro top. I just wanted to lock in at about a quarter of my position, guys, just to take some off. Break even stop loss after that. And now it's updated to actually just a very small profit. 39,669 is my new stop loss. And that's basically if we drop this potential purple triangle that I have mapped out. If that triangle actually plays out and we happen to get some sort of a measured move, I don't know if we'll get this full measured move. That would be, well, again, guys, that's putting us towards that 47,000 mark, which I have mentioned on a Fibonacci line. I believe it was my fib extension on my macro trend a couple videos ago that I was looking at the 2.618 Fibonacci extension ending up at that point. Hopefully, some of you guys remember what I'm talking about. I'm not going to take the time to go dig that up here, but so that is just kind of in alignment with that. So that could be an interesting price target, getting near that $50,000 mark before possibly getting some sort of a harsh rejection. But we'll have to see, guys. There's a lot of crazy fundamental shit going on in the market. I mean, rumor kind of starting to revolve around Tesla possibly getting involved with maybe Elon buying some Bitcoin. That's all just speculation and theories at this point, but that would just, I don't know, guys. I think if that happens, I mean, the new richest man in the world kind of comes out and says that he's put some of his treasuries into Bitcoin or something like that, I think it would absolutely make both Tesla stock and Bitcoin just explode. That's just my own opinion, but we'll have to see how that plays out. If that even happens, guys, there's a lot of ifs between now and then, so just something to keep on your radar there. So yeah, I'm gonna keep riding out this position now, hoping to get some sort of a pump to the upside, and I'll just kind of continue doing a trailing stop loss as new structure forms. So that's my plan there. Last but not least, I want to hop over to Link. And guys, this is the daily chart for Link. So I finally started hodling a little bit of altcoins. I decided to throw a little bit of a bag of ChainLink and a little bit of Cardano. I think I mentioned in a video last week that I was thinking about doing that. Guys, it's nothing compared to my Bitcoin holdings. It's just a small amount, and I basically picked these at random. I haven't done my own research, so don't ask me about them fundamentally. Something that did catch my eye with Chainlink is this purple triangle looks a lot like my white triangle here, you guys. You guys know I love triangles, and there is absolutely a chance here that we might be getting something like that. We do have our 1 touch point, 2 touch point, 3 touch point, and we are kind of fighting with the resistance area right now, trying to get some sort of a support flip, but we'll have to see how that plays out. We might actually have some sort of a resistance line going here. Maybe we do end up having this bigger trade range for a little while. And guys, since this is my daily chart, this is a massive channel. I'm not interested in trading these coins right now. I think trading them, especially with leverage, would be very tough for what I'm kind of going for. I'm just personally not comfortable doing it. I think there's a lot of risk there because like if we're looking at even dropping to the bottom of this channel, I still won't even be considering selling it because I just really don't care. It's more of a boom or bust kind of an approach, guys. But yeah, like the size of this channel is over 50% to the downside, you guys, and same with on the way up, right? Like that's a massive channel, guys. So a lot of opportunities there if you do want to trade it. Personally, it's just too much risk for me, but I am just kind of looking to diversify a little bit on my investment side of things rather than my trading side. So very interested to see how this plays out in the next year or so. If I were to take a measured move, I mean, to me it looks, oh, sorry about that. Let me just unlock that. From where it's breaking out from, I mean, it's got a price target of about 30 US dollars, you guys. That's huge from where we are right now. If we get that move, would be another 66% to the upside. That's huge, you guys. So that's a pretty big move to consider. And also, that would just be price discovery mode once again. And you guys know what Bitcoin's been doing. Hell, what Chainlink has been doing back here. Look at this pump that it's got. It's absolutely massive, 230%. So it's already in price discovery mode. It's just kind of looking like it might be ready to leg up again. Something else I want to point out other than the triangle is did get this bullish pivot point on my momentum indicator, and it did flip back to green above the support line here. So just another little bit of an indication that it could be ready for a leg up. Once again, this is such a small portion of my portfolio that I really don't care if it gets real volatile and goes down 50%. I'm just kind of letting it go. So we'll see if we do get some sort of a crazy alt cycle here and absolutely exponentially grow that, but we'll see. We'll see what happens, right? Don't really care. Anyways, guys, if you appreciate this content, if you could give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. I don't think I have too much more I got to go over with you guys. I think I've said all that I have to say. So with that, stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Peace out.